Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're unpacking a truly fascinating concept from the wellness revolution. We're looking at a remarkably powerful resource designed to track your daily habits and really manage your individual well-being data. But here's the kicker. It actually has the potential to scale up and completely revolutionize global human health. It's called the Wellness Ledger. So let's dive into this and see how a resource built just to organize your personal baseline might literally be the key to unlocking a massive societal shift.
So, what if a simple spreadsheet could revolutionize human genetics? It sounds kind of like science fiction, right? But today, we're taking a journey that starts exactly there. We're going to zoom out from a very basic, everyday personal tracking tool all the way to a vast, futuristic societal network. To understand how we get from point A to B and the absolutely crucial role the Wellness Ledger plays in all this, we first need to grasp the sheer scale of what we actually mean when we talk about human health.
All right, setting the stage with Section 1, the Wellness Ecosystem.
Look, your personal health is basically a chaotic data puzzle. The Wellness Revolution platform isn't just about, counting your daily steps or tracking that third cup of coffee you needed to survive the afternoon. It's a complete ecosystem. We're talking about connecting the microscopic stuff, like your gut inflammation and your genetic markers, straight to the macro. Things like your physical activity, your exposure to everyday toxins, and even the measurable physical impact of emotional trauma and human connection. It's a massive, massive amount of data. If you've ever tried to balance all these factors in your head, you know for sure it's completely overwhelming. How do you even begin to organize it?
Well, that leads us right into Section 2, Meet the Wellness Ledger. The immediate solution within the Wellness Revolution is surprisingly accessible. It's a downloadable, user-friendly spreadsheet. Now, don't let the simplicity fool you here. This ledger is a highly powerful resource. It acts as a dynamic platform where you can take that chaotic biological puzzle we just talked about and consolidate it into a clean, organized baseline. It literally takes the noise of your biology and your lifestyle and translates it into clear, trackable data.
Okay, moving right along to Section 3, Analyzing the Baseline.
The data journey here is simple, but it is profound. Step 1, you upload your baseline data into the ledger. Step 2, you undergo a thorough personal analysis. Instead of just guessing, maybe you discover a direct correlation between, say, your erratic sleep patterns and your toxic load, or you see exactly how your nutrition is actively affecting your immune system protection. You finally get a crystal clear picture of where you stand. But Step 3 is the pivot. As more people participate, your isolated data begins to contribute to a growing, anonymized pool of information. You step out of your own solo journey and become a vital part of the macro.
Which brings us to Section 4, Scaling to Societal Insights.
As noted in the source material, this aggregation paves the way to unravel insights on a societal scale. Imagine thousands or even millions of individual ledgers combined securely. The patterns that emerge could completely rewrite our understanding of public health. We're not just talking about basic fitness trends here. We are talking about identifying environmental disease triggers in real time, or mapping the exact impact of urban living on our collective immune systems. It's about spotting health correlations that literally no single isolated study could ever catch. And there's one specific type of data in this ledger that holds the most promise for these kinds of insights.
Let's look at Section 5, the Genomic Treasure Trove. Within this vast pool of data, genetics is the ultimate frontier. The source material actually describes genomic data as a treasure trove for human population research, and it is. This goes way, way beyond a simple mail-in ancestry test. It unravels the deep, complex threads of human diversity. It maps ancient migratory paths, traces evolutionary journeys, and identifies the highly specific health traits that define entirely different populations across the globe. It is essentially the ultimate blueprint of humanity.
The real-world application here is absolutely staggering. By analyzing this genomic data, we can fundamentally guide what's called the prescription journey. Imagine a world where the painful, often dangerous trial and error of medication is just a thing of the past. A doctor would know precisely which medicine will work for you and in what exact dose simply because the aggregated ledger has already mapped how people with your exact genetic traits metabolize that specific drug. It makes healthcare hyper-personalized, but brilliantly backed by population-scale data.
Finally, Section 6, a blockchain-powered future.
To achieve this grand vision safely, the system envisions using distributed ledger technology. You probably know this as blockchain. Now, a very natural question here is privacy, right? Like, how do you share highly sensitive genomic and health data safely? Well, that's exactly why blockchain is proposed. Rather than sitting vulnerable on a single centralized server, longitudinal health data, meaning data tracked over a long period of time, can be completely anonymized, secured through cryptography, and shared in real time across the network.
It completely transforms private, isolated health records into this living, interconnected, and highly secure global brain.
So the crucial takeaway here is understanding the massive technological leap we're looking at. We start in the present, a simple, downloadable, user-friendly spreadsheet for tracking your personal baseline. It's an incredibly powerful resource you can use right now to manage your well-being. But the destination, the future, is a real-time, blockchain-powered network for population-wide genomic data sharing. It's the exact same core concept of tracking human health, just scaled up by technology to securely connect the entire human race.
As the Wellness Revolution framework states, the possibilities are limitless, and the impact could be revolutionary. If personal accountability for our daily health habits can be seamlessly merged with global, real-time data sharing, it proposes a complete paradigm shift, not just in medicine, but in our overall understanding of human evolution.
So I'll leave you with this. How will your baseline data shape the future of human health? Every revolution starts somewhere. And according to this framework, the next great leap in global wellness doesn't begin in a distant research lab. It begins with the data you put into your own personal ledger today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and definitely keep exploring.